Coming from Lori, who said she just got mad at him because he told the clerk she wasn't old enough to buy cigarettes and made up the other story. I really do hope she feels sorry for this. One man dead and one man may go to prison because of what she did. He is going to go to prison. DeWitt, do you think she's feeling it tonight?
She should be. Whether she is, I don't know. It depends on whether or not she's got a conscience. But, you know, it's got to weigh on. I would think any reasonable person, that's going to weigh on her. That this man, Mr. Ortiz, is dead. And even though she's no longer romantically involved with Mr. Robinson, he's going to jail for life. And that's got to sit pretty heavily on her. She's pretty young herself. So, I mean, I think she's thinking about it pretty heavy.
Tony tonight writing, typical 18-year-old girl wound her boyfriend up. He went to defend her honor. He definitely threw the first punch, in my opinion. How it stands legally, I don't know, but he definitely was provoked. Manslaughter at worst, in my opinion. Lara, what do you think of the 18? They're 18, 19 years old. How big of a factor was age here?
I'm not sure at this point with the verdict that we've got how big of a factor it was for the jury, but it should have been. I mean, he's young, she's young, and it's his girlfriend. I don't know if it's the first girlfriend he's had. I don't know what the girlfriend told him. Obviously, he got him heated up enough to go and get into a fight with this 58-year-old man. It should have been a huge factor. I mean, he's young. He doesn't have a lot of experience. He's more emotional and a little more visceral when it comes to reactions. And they should have given him a break. I told you earlier, I don't see this as anything more than a manslaughter. I agree with the viewer that this should have been a manslaughter, not a first-degree murder.
Tracy writing tonight, I wasn't expecting them to find him guilty on the felony murder charge. He's probably very upset he didn't take the plea for 15 years. However, they have a good case for an appeal because of the jury misconduct, all because that chick lied. So sad all the way around. Neama, let me ask you about this. Should prosecutors be concerned at all here, number one, that the jury pre-deliberated to a certain extent? They were talking about the case. The judge kind of rehabilitated them and continued with the trial. Should prosecutors be so concerned that maybe they offer this defendant a plea deal, waive your right to an appeal, and we'll give you 25 years?
I think so. I think that's appropriate in this case because the jurors were watching court TV and
no, they weren't. No, wait. No, got it. One of the jurors' parents, mom and dad, and we said hi to mom and dad last night. No. Hi to mom and dad again tonight. Mom and dad were watching, not the juror, but the jurors were talking.
But the mom and dad told the juror the makeup of the jury, right? The male-female makeup. That juror was communicating with the other jurors about that. So it is a potential appellate issue. And as a prosecutor, I mean, Lara can tell you, Scott Peterson, you know, we're still dealing with that. I would take an appellate
He's so guilty, Scott Peterson.
I know he's guilty.
Look at what happened.
Lara represented Scott Peterson. Let me ask you this, though. Well, we have all of you here. Is that a fair deal at this point, Lara? 25 years, waive your right to an appeal?
I think maybe 15 to 20 would be better. But
you
know
want
what?
the
At this point, he would
back.
take. If I were him, I would take even the 25 at this point. I'd love the 15 at this point. But if they offer him the 25, he's facing life. If they offer him the 25, he should take it.
DeWitt, you agree?
25 is appropriate.
Yeah, he better take the 25, but I would push for that 15 if I possibly could. You know.
They're never satisfied, Neama. They're never satisfied.
We are criminal defense lawyers.
Yep. Tabby tonight. I feel sorry for him. I'm not sure why. I guess because he was young, hot-headed, but his girlfriend lied. So sad. And I'm sure she knew he had a jealousy issue. And I'm sorry a bit when the jury talked amongst themselves. It should have been a mistrial. I don't think justice was served because it should have been a mistrial. You know, DeWitt, you know, I feel bad for everyone involved here. I feel bad for the defendant. Just to a little bit, I really feel bad for his child. You know, he's been facing murder charges, met somebody, I guess fell in love, and they have a baby, which is kind of unusual, right? Because he's facing, you know, life in prison, but he started a family. I feel bad for the child. Do you feel any sympathy towards anyone associated with the defendant?
look, I feel bad for him. He's a rather young guy, and he's got a significant sentence that's coming his way, one way or the other. So I have a heart, and I feel for the guy, but that's what happens when you're chest beating and doing a lot of stuff that is unnecessary. So you got to deal with this. I mean, it's a situation that he kind of brought on himself. He did not have to go to that man's house.
DeWitt Lacy, Neama Rahmani, Lara Yeretsian, the LA crew in the house tonight, the LA Dream Team. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.
All right, folks. Whew, what a day here at Court TV. Doing it again. Gavel to gavel coverage. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow night at 8. As always, folks, have a great night. And don't forget,